Hey everyone, my name is Southie, and in today's video I'll go over everything that has been introduced in the summer update for Battlefield 1. But before I get into it, I would like to say thanks to BloodHound for providing me with the gameplay footage for this video. And that is due to my laptop breaking at the last minute, which is just unfortunate, I guess. Anyways, his channel will be linked in the video's description as well as in the pinned comments, so remember to check him out. Alright, so first I'll go over what this update has to offer, and just a heads up, this update doesn't offer much content and is based more around fixing the game rather than introducing new content. In addition, it is likely that this will be the final update for Battlefield 1, unless if they decide to implement a few more fixes before the launch of Battlefield 5. Anyways, this update offers rebalancing to shock operations, 4K support for Xbox One X, huge HUD changes and additions, as well as multiple bug fixes and changes that I'll go through in this video. First, I'll start with shock operations. DICE have been rebalancing the following shock operations: Lapiz, Prise de Terreur, and Zeebrugge. The goal in Zeebrugge is to help the attackers during the first sector as much as possible. Their remaining sectors look pretty good from a sector loss perspective. Making the first sector easier should help attackers build some momentum, and so here are the changes made. Sector 1 has had its bounds adjusted to prevent the defender access to the lighthouse. The attacker's HQ now includes the lighthouse and a part of the mall. The attacker elite infiltrator kit has been moved into the lighthouse base. A flame trooper has been added there as well to allow for the attackers to play more aggressively and push and hold the flags in the first sector. The A flag capture area has been slightly adjusted to make swimming captures a little bit more viable. Defender planes now respawn a bit slower than the attacker planes. Defenders now only get their second plane when the attackers reach sector 3, as opposed to sector 2. Defenders can no longer use boats in sector 4 to harass attackers. And now let's move on to Lapiz. So meanwhile, the goal in Lapiz is to make the first sector a little easier and to reduce the impact of the behemoth. The following changes have been made. The first sector boundary has been adjusted to prevent attackers from using the rocks on the edges of the boundary to snipe attackers, and to prevent defenders from using the slope at the edge of the boundary to harass attackers. Removed one defender plane from sector 2 and 3 to prevent air superiority for defenders during tough attacker sectors. Removed the single defender cavalry unit from sector 1 to prevent cavalry runs out of bounds to harass attackers. Removed the airship L-30 Behemoth from sector 2, 3 and 4. The Behemoth remains for the first sector, but between defender planes, AA guns, Burton LMRs and AA rocket guns, this Behemoth shouldn't be so consistently dominant. Elite kits have been offered as a comeback assist in the sectors 2, 3 and 4, repurposing some of the existing kits to be used as combat kits for attackers. And lastly, in Prise de Terreur, the only one change was made, and it was found that attackers on the final sector could steal defender kits, and defenders could steal attacker combat kits, so that has also been addressed. And next, I'll move on to the feature for the Xbox One X. This update offers a strongly requested feature, which is the 4K support for Xbox One X. People have been asking for it for months, and it has finally arrived to the game. DICE said that it might not come, but it actually did, so that's a surprise. And so people who have a 4K TV can take the advantage and be able to play Battlefield 1 in 4K, and if combined with the HDR, it will look even more visually stunning. This update also offers another highly requested feature to the game, and that is the M1903 Infantry fire mode. Yes, you heard it right, the M1903 Infantry is finally available in Battlefield 1 after 2 years, and it was supposed to be in the June patch. However, it got delayed due to the devs having to get the animation for it working. Anyways, people who still play Battlefield 1 can finally get their hands on the M1903 Infantry and see if they can dominate the match while using it. As well as that, there's massive HUD changes to the game, and some have been requested since the launch of the game. One of them is the text under the flags, which has been moved above so it doesn't get in the way while you're trying to shoot the enemies. However, the biggest feature is the addition of the gameplay options for adjusting color visibility of the lens side reticle. This should really benefit colorblind players, and this is another feature that has been requested since the launch of the game. And finally has made it into the game, of course. Not only that, DICE added gameplay options to show the compass bearing numbers on the mini-map and the big map, and added video options for adjusting the screen save to change the width and height on PC, as Xbox One and PlayStation 4 already have those, which is a nice feature for PC players to have. Lastly, I'll go over some major bug fixes. The first one is the fixed issue where vehicle-laid anti-tank mines would have difficulty detecting vehicles. This should help in taking out the tanks and bring back its effectiveness against them. DICE have also adjusted their reload time of C96 pistol when loading single bullets to better match its animation. C96 reload was bugged since launch and has finally been addressed and fixed, which is another great fix for the game. And lastly, improved loading times going into the soldier customization screen and reduced occurrence of disconnects when trying to join the server. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you want to see other fixes and additions with this update, then I'll link the patch notes in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment. Again, big thanks to BloodHound for providing me with the gameplay footage for this video, and remember to check out his channel, which will be linked in the description as well as in the pinned comment. Alright, that's it for this video, so thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want to see more content in the future. But apart from that, thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you all on the battlefield.